Good morning everyone, it's Wednesday the 25th of June. Welcome to another one of Alan's angling adventures. Back up the river again today, the River Adur, and I'm just a little way up from where I fished last time. Not far, just a little way up. This is the swim that I told you about last time that I thought looked really good. And I came up here about a week ago, a few days after I was fishing up here last time, and just cut it out a little bit so I can actually fish it properly. Just cut the grass away a little bit just to give me a little bit of room to fish there, and it does look really good. But I've got a feeling it's going to be one of those swims where it's either going to be really good or it's going to be rubbish. No in-betweens, but we'll see anyway. So Andrew's up here today, or he should be up here today, and I think he's going to be fishing a swim a little bit further up that way. So we'll see how we get on between the two of us. Now the river itself is on the low side. It's been on the low side for a little while now, and quite a few people that I watch, other anglers' videos that I watch on YouTube, they've had the same problem. Their rivers are on the low side. This one is, as I say, as well. But we'll see how we get on. I'm not sure, I'm really not sure. It's 50-50, but we'll give it a go anyway. Now rod wise, I'm not using my Omni Feeder Rod today. I've got it with me, but I'm not using it today. I'm using my 9-foot Middy Bombproof rod, which has got a bit more backbone to it. It's that, because there could be something half decent in this swim, and I'm not sure whether my Omni Feeder Rod would handle it, but we'll see anyway. But I mean, I've put a different reel on. Well, I've got the Shimano RB 2500 on here. I've got about 4 of those reels, but I've got 8-pound line straight through. 8-pound line straight through, link ledger, a couple of SSG shots, and a size 12 Drennan barbless wide gaped hook. That's what the setup is. Now bait wise, I've got ground bait. I've got a couple of bits of couple of bags I had left over from previous sessions. A bit of big fish explosive caster and some river from last time, Dynamite Silver X river, which was really good last time. I've mixed them both together. I'm going to add a bit of hemp in there, and that's what we've got there. I'm going to add a bit of hemp in. I ain't got maggots with me today. I've got hemp, and I've got bread there, good old Warburton's, and I've also got the bait which I've done very well on the commercials for carp in that. I've used it once on the river, but I only used it fleetingly, a couple of casts. Didn't really give it a proper chance. Tulip Bacon grill. On the commercials, I find this is absolutely brilliant for carp. I don't know what it's going to be like here, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to give it a go. But so we've got bread and luncheon meat, bacon grill. I've got a bit more hemp here left over from last time, which I put in the freezer. That's just defrosting now. It's all juices are running out. But yeah, so I've got plenty of hemp, and we're going to get some ground bait in there. Time wise, it's a couple of minutes to 9. So it's going to be another warm one today. I'm going to be here till around 2:30, 3:15 today. It's going to be a hot one, so it's you know, I hope it don't get too uncomfortable. But let's hope we can winkle something out. Species wise, right, there's obviously a chance of a chub. I'm not specifically targeting chub, anything really. Chub, bream, a decent roach, tench, or there is even a chance of a carp, and that's, you know, I've got 8-pound line straight through, so hopefully, whatever, if I do catch anything half decent, it'll handle it. And I'll show you the swim in a minute. It looks very good. Right, enough of me waffling on. I'm going to have a little drink, make sure I've got some great ground bait out there, a few balls of ground bait, and then we'll start fishing. So I'll show you the swim in a minute. Right, this is what we've got. As you can see, it's a very, very inviting swim. Very, You've got a tree over the far side, willow tree over the far side there. To my right you've got a few lily pads to the right, as I say, and to the left there you've got the overhanging tree in the water down there. So I think what I'm going to do, see, I cut this back, so this is all cut back so we can fish it now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a couple of balls of ground bait to my right, a couple of balls straight out underneath that tree, or just, you know, just in front of it, because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to cast right in there without getting snagged up, and just a couple of balls just down here. So various little spots in the swim, and we're going to give it a go here. We're going to stay here. I'm going to definitely stay here for about 2 or 3 hours and just assess how the session's going, whether I'm getting bites or not. I might move. I'm not going to be doing a roving session today, but I may well move down to the swim I fished last time if there's no sign of anything here at all. But we'll see. Right, let's get some ground bait out there and we'll give it a go. So just little golf size balls, not too big. I've also got some breadcrumb with me as well. Yeah. I do. I want to overdo it. So 3 different spots I've baited up, and we'll take it from there. As you can see, so it's a nice little swim. Andrew's just turning up now. Let's pop along and see him before I start fishing. Right, okay. Right, 9:15. Let's get out there. I'm going to kick off with red flake. And whether I'll get as many bites as I did the last time in the other swim, I don't know, but I mean that day you could see fish topping all over the place, especially bream. I haven't seen no sign of anything at the moment, but I say, yeah, there's something there now. Oh, something little. Yeah, Andrew's just setting up now. He's just along from me, so be interesting to see how he gets on. He's on the feeder with corn and bread, and his swim is very similar to the swim that I fished, with a bank of lily pads over the far side. As I say, hopefully we can wrinkle something out. And so there is also a chance of a carp here as well. But right, I think we kick off. So this rod's got a bit more backbone to it, so you know, if anything, if I was to get in anything half decent here, it should be able to handle it all right. No keep net today. Anything I catch will go straight back. It's not a silverfish session, so I'm getting a few little taps. Not sure whether they're small fish or what, but certainly getting a few little taps. Well, I've been fishing for about 20 minutes, nothing to report yet, just a few little taps, which look to me like small stuff pecking at the bread. Apart from that, nothing else at the moment. You can feel those temperatures creeping up. Starting to sweat a little bit now. As I say, it's a nice looking swim, this. It really is. You know, you think there's every chance of something in here. Still nothing to report. Just occasionally getting a few taps, but nothing other than that. I'll give bread flake a go for an hour or two, and then I'll switch to some luncheon meat and see how we get on with that. Feel that heat now, blimey. Whew. Well, still nothing to report. Been fishing for about 45 minutes. Just now and again the odd tap, but nothing really much to speak of. No sign of any fish feeding like there was last time. But it's really pleasant to be out here, but it is getting hot. I feel that heat really beginning to work now. I'll be over the moon just to get one fish today, I think. I haven't got my float rod with me, so it's either link ledger or feeder. Well, I couldn't resist putting my Omni Feeder Rod out there. There's nothing happening here at all at the moment, not even any taps. So I've done what I very rarely do, and that is put a second rod out round the corner on pellet. No sign of anything yet. It's nearly 10:30, so we've been fishing for about an hour and a quarter, something like that. And apart from a few taps, nothing. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything happening here at all. I think what I'm going to do, give it another 45 minutes, and then if there's no sign of any bites in this swim, I'm going to move along, because it's only just along a bit, to the swim I fished last time, and plonk ourselves down there and see if we can get something out there. Well, as dead as a dodo at the moment. I had a few little taps to begin with, but not even them now. Yeah, I'm going to give it another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna move. Into the swim where I fished last time. Very pleasant though, it is very pleasant, but it's very humid. As I say, there's one or two small fish topping, but nothing of any size. Well, the situation is it's nearly 5 to 11 now. Nothing happening here. I've just been along to see Andrew. Apart from one bite he had early on, which was only sort of tapping, a bit like I had. He's had nothing either. I think what I might do, there's a swim just to the left of me, just along a bit, not far, just the other side of this overhanging tree here. I might just give it a go in there with one of the rods before I move into the swim that I fished last time, because there's nothing happening. There's no sign of anything really. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll see you along in the swim number 2 in a minute. Actually, there's another swim I'm going to try first before that one, which is just here, and it's right underneath this willow tree. So let's see how this one goes. It's just along here. Might as well give it a go. I didn't anticipate roving around today, not in this heat, after cycling up there, but sometimes you just got to do what you've got to do when it comes to fishing. Yeah, I'm going to flick one in, a piece of bread flake just in there, and then after we've done that, we'll do one just to the other side of this tree here, down there. Not easy this, but let's give it a go. Oh, blimey, it's flipping up now. Now give it 10 minutes here, and then we'll try the next swim to my left before we go into the swim that I fished last time. Well, nothing appears to be happening here either. I think we'll have a go in the next one. Right, this is the third swim. We'll give a go in. Got a bit of weed in front of us down here, but there's some clear spot over there, so that's what I'm going to cast out over there. It's amazing with fishing, isn't it, that quite often it seems to be that no 2 days are the same, no 2 sessions are the same. Right, let's try that. Right, 11:30. I've got all my gear along in the swim I fished on Monday. Andrew's moved as well. He's had no luck. He's actually gone down more towards the fork. So see how he gets on there. So I've tried 2 or 3 swims around that tree. I couldn't get nothing, no reaction at all really. So we're back in this swim again. I'll show it to you because there's more weed here today, but there's a clear spot just over the other side. I'll show it to you, then you know then. I'll see it. As I say, this is the swim I fished last time. As you can see, you've got this weed here now, which is extended out further. But just the other side of that weed is a clear spot towards the lily pads, and that is where I should be aiming for. As I say, that day I saw, as you know, if you watch the video, there was bream topping everywhere, fish movement. But today, very little signs. I'm wondering if it's the heat. The heat doesn't help. It really is sweltering. It must be about 27, 28 now, I reckon. It really is very hot and sticky. I should be very happy if I can just get one, either a bream or anything today. I think with the river levels low as well. I mean, this is, as I say, it's tidal or semi-tidal, and I think it's it should be coming up this afternoon. So hopefully it won't affect me fishing, but maybe it might switch the fish on. I don't know. But anyway, enough of me waffling on. Let's get out there and give it a go. Set up, you might just make the ripples. Something really big just jumped out down there. Just see the after effects of it. Cool, it was big and all. Right, okay. Well, we're going to use my Omni Feeder Rod. My trusty old Omni Feeder. This is what I do best at. And hopefully we can get something. As I say, there's no bubbles today. Don't mean there's no fish down there. There probably will be. But I think, I'm not sure they're going to be that interested. Alright, let's go. Let's see if I can get it in that clear spot down there. Just this side of the lily pads. That's just about it. Just about in the clear spot. See how this goes. As you saw, the amount of bites I was getting on last Monday, blimey. As I said to you just now, I don't seem to get two sessions together that are the same. Well, at least I'm getting one or two taps. Certainly just had a bite just now, but it was very roachy looking. There we go, and again. Oh no, no, that was a similar bite to those bream I was catching. Right, okay, there's hope yet. Just slight pull forward that time. Right. That's where I want it. That's right where I want it. I've knocked a bit of breadcrumb up now. Not really getting any bites now. I had one or two, I say a couple of bites when I first started in this swim, but I haven't had anything since. That heat is unbelievable. Cool. It can't be far short of 30 degrees. It's encouraging. I just had a bite. At last, a bite. It was a pull forward and tapping, then tapping. I don't know what it was, but it was a fish. I think I might get more response with that. liquidised bread with hemp in it. I've got some hope, there's some hope. There was a pull forward, it's going again. Little taps in. Yeah, and again. Yeah, again, pull forward again. Something there. Well, nothing to report. Nothing happening at all at the moment. I've had a couple of bites and that's been about it. But nothing really positive. I've stuck a second rod out there, which I've got down there, which I've got out there. I think more in hope than anything else, to be honest with you. It's time wise 20 past 12. I'm going to have my dinner about 12:30. I've got one more ace up my sleeve. It might work, it might do, and that is that bacon grill luncheon meat. I haven't opened it yet, but nothing much happening on the bread flake. One or two small stuff jumping around, but no sign of any bream or anything like that at the moment. Sign of bubbles. And I've just had a pull forward as well. The first sign of some bubbles down there. Definitely a sign of some bubbles. That looked similar type of bite to what I was getting last time, where it's just lurched forward slowly and then dropped back. There's still hope we can winkle something out. We're in. It's going into that weed. Oh, it's a bream. It's a bream. I'll be delighted to get this, I tell you. It's been really, really tough. Yes! Oh, brilliant stuff. Oh, blimey. I've got my other net, I should have used that, but I've got it anyway. Oh, it's a big one as well. Oh, am I grateful to see you, mate, I tell you. I knew it as soon as I started eating my dinner. The bites came on. Every time that happens. Right, okay. Let's unhook her and I'll weigh her and I'll show it to you. Am I grateful for this? A bream of 310, which has saved a blank. Brilliant stuff, I tell you. This was really been tough going today. It really has. Not many bites at all. But I let this one develop. I let it develop and then I struck on it. And I say I fed the swim with white crumb, some breadcrumb and a bit of hemp, and it's paid dividends. Right, let's get her back because she's a feisty bream. So a bream of 310 to get us off the mark. Let's get her back. Oh, so grateful for that. I really could see a blank on the cards today, I really could. Even if that's the only fish I get today, I'll be happy. Keep it in the same spot. Right, I'll continue with my dinner. Right, and another pull forward then, another bite. I never will get to eat my dinner. Still, I'm not going to complain about that. It hasn't developed into anything yet though. Oh, it's absolutely sweltering now, I tell you. Blimey. It's got to be, it feels like 30 degrees to me. It can't be, it can't be far short of that. Oh, blimey. What's the time? Nearly 1 o'clock now. I'm going to fish till 3 o'clock and then that's my lot in this heat. That's long enough. We'll open up this tin of luncheon meat on the next cast, throw a few cubes of that in and see if we can get any response. It looks like the tide's coming up. Tide's now flowing from left to right now. Tide's now flowing from left to right. Yeah, it is definitely, it's definitely coming up now. Right, and you can see how it changes. That tide's really on its way up now. The weed that was more or less on the surface is now under the surface now. I haven't had any bites for the last half an hour now since it's been coming up like this. Oh, blimey. Jesus Christ. Well, that was big. That's not exaggerating. That was big. So you know the tides are coming up, the fish are coming upstream now. We have still got a chance of getting something else, another bream or a chub or something. Cool, that was big, that was, wasn't it? It being hell. Don't know what it was, but it was certainly some size. I just had another bite then. It's not, it's still there. Looks like it's still there. Yeah, she's still there. And pick that up. There's a bream down there, just under the surface. Just swam by. Look at those bubbles out there now. Come on, Alan, get out there. Pour some bubbles out there now. some bubbles out there. Let's get out there. Sit right in the middle of them. About an hour and a half left of fishing. The one bream of £3.10 at the moment. I'll just have to pull forward then. Yeah, very subtle again. There's more signs of fish movement now. Now that tide's, you know, on its way up. Getting lots of taps and that, but nothing positive. There's definitely interest there, but it's not taking it. Now, whatever that is, there's a dead fish floating downstream. Can't quite make out what it is. I'm not sure whether it's a carp or not. I'm not sure. It's down there. Look at that, look. Tide ain't going to come up much higher. It's almost up to the top. Not quite, but it's almost up to the top of the bank. Probably got about another couple of inches to go. Not getting any bites at the moment. It's still coming up. And time wise it's 5 to 2. Still the one bream, but a bream that I'm absolutely delighted with. It hasn't been easy at all, it really hasn't. So to have got that, you know, I'm over the moon with it. It's the only real positive bite I've had. I've had a few other bites, but nothing positive. Except for that, except for the bream. Well, a bit worrying me. I've seen a couple of fish, a couple of dead fish coming from downstream as the tides come up. That looked a bit like a carp, I'm not sure. It's either a carp or a bream, I couldn't quite tell, but the first one was a bream, I think. I just missed one. Just missed a bite then. Not a bad bite. I thought it was on there, but it wasn't. Into the last, just the last hour. Now it's 2 o'clock now. I'm definitely packing up at 3, so an hour to go. It's amazing. All of a sudden the river's alive with fish. Fish movement. As you can see, I'm sitting on the ground now. It's more comfortable sitting on the ground. It's as you can see, that water, look, it's not far now from coming over the top. She's still rising. I think it's a 6 metre tide today, so it is quite a big one. Nothing to report though on the fishing front. Nearly 2:10 now, as we're striving to try and get a second fish on what's been quite a difficult session today. There's definitely fish feeding out there. You can see the bubbles. I'm not getting any bites though. Jesus Christ, I just had a cracking bite. Bloody Nora. That really looked like a chub bite. Oh, Jesus Christ, it really did pull the rod tip. Bloody hell. Oh, shame, flipping Nora, I tell you, it's so annoying. That was a real pull round, that was a real, from nowhere to nowhere that happened. Well, I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, I think. It's nothing's happening at the moment at all. So that one real proper chub bite about half hour ago, but that's it. It's been a day, very difficult day actually, a difficult session. A blooming hot one as well. Oh, Christ, it is hot. That's why I'm so grateful I got that bream, I really am. So it did pay dividends to move in the end, but it has been tough going. Hot, sticky, and the river's low, although it's not now because the tide's up, because this is tidal, isn't it? But yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle. I wonder how Andrew got on. I'll find out tonight how he got on. Still, we've done all right, you know. At least we haven't blanked on either of the two sessions I've had so far, and it's bream that seem to be coming up trumps. So I won't be out again. I won't be out next week. It'll probably be another couple of weeks before I'm out again on the next one. There is a chance I might fish. It's my grandson's birthday this weekend, and I think he'd like to go to Fish Passes, so I might fish there one day next week, and I will film it. I know it's not nowhere near as popular as the river ones, but I will film it just to show you how we got on if we do fish it. But then it'll definitely be the river again the week after. Oh, blimey, I've got to ride home in this. I'm so glad I didn't blank though, you know, because it really takes it out of you, this heat, and if you don't catch anything on top of it, you know. I'm a bit gutted about that chub bite though. God, blimey, O'Reilly. That was definitely a chub. There's not even any doubt about that at all. It was a proper, you know, pull round. Violent, you know. Yeah, so we'll give it another few minutes, and then if nothing happens, we'll pack up. Here comes the old Mr. and Mrs. Swan again. I mean, last time they had two cygnets. This time they got 3. So it might be a different family, you know. Lovely, isn't it? There they go, look. Probably off to do their shopping down at the fork. It's a lovely sight seeing the swans especially when they don't bother you. Lovely. Jesus, I don't believe it. I just had another cracking bite. I should have left it. I should have let it develop. This pool's gone like that, it's gone like that, gone like that, and I've struck. It wasn't on there. I should have left it. Maybe I should have left it a bit longer. No, I'm not going just yet. Just give it a few more chucks. Yeah, a few more, because the tide's reached its. I'll show you. The tide's reached its peak now. It's at the top of its tide now, and it'll start dropping again in a minute. What a... I've had one or two opportunities to add to that bream, although not really, you know, they weren't actually on there, I don't think, at any point. Another slight pull there. I wouldn't be surprised if the bites start coming back on again now. Now it's reached its peak. 3:25 now. I've virtually packed up. I've just been speaking to somebody that watches my videos, Jeff, his name is, nice bloke. He said he enjoys watching my videos and that, and we were having a bit of a chat about the river and that. You know, I think he's only just joined Henfield, you know, not long, so let's hope he can catch a few fish, because it's a nice river to fish if you can find the you know, some decent swims, and it's definitely worth, you know, exploring the river, having a look around, seeing what sort of swims you can find and that before you actually start fishing on this river. It really is, or any sort of river really, certainly worth exploring. I love doing that. Anyway, a summary of the session. Bit of a struggle today, not many bites, but I did manage to winkle out a bream of £3.10 on bread flake yet again in this swim, the same swim as I fished on the opening day of the season. Apart from that, I had a few taps and one proper chub bite about an hour before I finished, before I packed up. It was a real rat round, it was, but I couldn't hook into it. So that's the summary of the session. So at least I've managed to catch, which I'm very pleased with. So on to the next one. It's my grandson's birthday this weekend, and he wants to go fishing, and the only place we can sort of get to is Pass's Pond. So we might be fishing there one day next week, I'm not sure yet, and if we do I will film it. Now I know it's nowhere near as popular as me fishing the rivers, I do know that, but I will film it just to show you how we got on, and then I'll be back on the river again the week after next, if it all works out well. So that's the plan anyway. So thank you so much for watching the video, hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy your own angling, definitely do that, and thank you so much for subscribing and pressing the like button, very much appreciated. And I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.